Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so that you can get notifications for all the videos that I share here on this channel. Today we're going to take a dive into your month of September. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you? And how can you best navigate this month? And I'm going to be straight with you, Leo. I see this month as very much a month of shadow work that leads to moving forward. So I want you to keep your eye on the prize here, right? I want you to understand that this work that you're doing and the thoughts that you're processing and the emotions that you're processing are not simply a waste of time. They're for a purpose. They are meant to bring you that clarity of mind that you're seeking. They're meant to help you to release these emotions that you've really struggled to let go of before. And they're meant to help you through these shifts and these transitions in your life and just to help you to move forward in a more positive way. So allow the process, trust the process, and understand that you're moving in a direction of healing. So we're going to take a look at the cards that are in the overarching themes. Now, one thing that stands out to me is that there is just an overwhelming amount of air cards in this reading, okay? And the air cards for me are very much connected with thoughts and thinking. So this is a month where you're going to be very in your head. You know, the first thing is the Seven of Air. And the Seven of Air is, I think that you're going to find yourself just like really stuck in some thought loops, really stuck in a way of processing things, a way of perceiving things, where you're like, you might really feel like you're struggling to step out of those thought loops. It might be challenging, it might be difficult, it might even feel like obsessive. And you may find yourself really having a hard time stepping out of your head. Now, this is serving a purpose, and this is really to help you to continue to battle against this, to continue to find your way out of these thought loops, to find a better way of viewing things, to find a better way of perceiving things that's going to help you in your healing, that's going to help you to feel better. They say that when you perceive things in a different way, it impacts the way that you feel about things. And I really feel like the purpose of this is to help you to begin to perceive things in a different way. It's like almost like you have to take a look at it and take a look at it and take a look at it until you find a way to see it differently. You find a way to maybe even not care so much about it anymore. It suddenly loses its impact that it has on us. And the next card that we have here is the Eight of Air. Okay, so this is a reminder that you have strength within you and you are not stuck. You are not as stuck as you believe yourself to be, and you are not even maybe the victim that you are perceiving yourself to be. Absolutely, we can be a victim of circumstances, absolutely, but this is about you taking your power back. This is about recognizing that the ways that you have felt stuck, you have the power to move yourself forward. And I'm not saying this is going to be easy, right? I think this is going to be quite a process, quite a journey. So I don't think it's going to be like you snap your fingers and you just move forward. I think it's going to take some processing. It's going to take some exploring of your thoughts, some connecting with that internal strength, those internal resources that exist within you, that exist within all of us. And it's going to lead you to your strength, to your power, and allow you to recognize, you know, it's kind of like Dorothy on The Wizard of Oz. They tell her that she's had the power within her all the time. She had the power to go home all the time. And that's what this is. You have had the power within you all the time, but you have to get your thoughts in the right place. You've got to do your work on those cognitions, on how you're perceiving things, and be open to the idea of seeing things in a different way, exploring things in a different way. And sometimes when I want to view things from a different perspective, I actually spend more time in a different environment, because there's something about that just really triggers a different thought process. And I feel like that's important for you guys. So maybe taking some time to just spend some time in a different environment for a little while to see what that does for your thoughts and your thinking. The next card that we have here is the Ten of Earth. So it's not all doom and gloom, because the Ten of Earth is kind of like you finding this joy and this happiness at home, and this safety and security and support. You know, I feel like you're not going through this by yourself. If you allow other people in, if you allow people to support you, I feel like people want to support you. People love you. People are surrounding you and wanting to hold you up. So allow that. Allow yourself to spend time with other people. Like, you don't have to stay home and stay lost in your thoughts all the time. Sometimes just going and doing something different will help to spark a different perspective, help you to feel better, help you to be in an emotional place or an energetic place where we're allowing a different way of thinking, a different way of perceiving things, because we've made that shift. So allow that to happen, because I do feel like there is an appreciation for the people in your life, for your home circumstances, these kinds of things. There's a security, there's a safety, there's a feeling of home and support in all of this. The next card that we have here is, and these are, by the way, from my Find Your Magic deck, and these are going to be released soon. I just got my sample deck, so I'm incorporating them into my readings. And the card that we have here is the Dope Soul card, okay? So this is like remembering your dopeness, remembering how dope you are, remembering how amazing you are. And I do feel like there are going to be opportunities, if you keep your eyes open, to have that be reflected back to you through your own personal victories, through things that people say to you, and allow yourself to be open to this idea that you just might be pretty damn dope, okay? And allow this. We want to connect you to your confidence. Your confidence is really going to be key in navigating this month. So the more that you can connect to that, the better. Now, the next cards that we have here are connected to the challenges or the barriers that you might expect here in this month. And again, we have air cards, right? Air cards, air cards, air cards. Four of air. Making sure that you're taking space, making sure that you are allowing yourself to have quiet time and to be able to process things, meditation, spending time in your own energy. These kinds of things are going to lead to the answers that you need. However, this card is not about isolating yourself, and I do feel like I need to say, it's about balance, right? So if you are staying home by yourself all the time and just in your head, this is not good, and this is not going to bring you that clarity of mind. So you've got to mix it up. Spend some time allowing yourself to process these things, to do this deep shadow work that you're trying to do, and then also balance it out with time with those beautiful supports that you have in your life, and time doing things that allow you to get out of your head a little bit. You need a vacation from your head a little bit this month, okay? Because the next card that we have here is the Two of Air. This is two parts of yourself battling. I mean, some of this stuff you already know, right? There's a part of you that's already ready to move forward, to shift, to embrace new beginnings, to embrace where things are at, to embrace what your life is now or where your life is going. But then there's this other part of yourself that wants to stay, that is grieving, that is struggling, and maybe is scared, probably is scared. And so there's this whole battle going on. And let's make sure that we feed the energy that we want to win, right? Like, which unicorn are you going to feed? And so really giving thought to that. Do I want to feed this positive change, this shift, this growth, this development? And so how can I feed that energy? How can I put more time into that energy than into this fear and self-destruction and self-sabotage and whatever else is showing up for you that is keeping you stuck in this? The next card that we have here is the Knight of Water. So this to me is a positive, because this is you finding your way around those emotions. This is you learning about your feelings and understanding yourself a little bit better. So I feel like that's part of this process, is like you're understanding yourself a little bit better and what you need and what you want, and you're working through those emotions. And when you can like acknowledge those emotions and cry and express them in a healthy way, they release. And when they release, you feel better. And when you feel better, you start to have better thoughts. And when you start to have better thoughts, you start to feel even better, and up and up and up your energy goes. So understand that, and understand that you need to acknowledge your emotions, not fight with them. You need to work with your emotions. You need to allow them, but you also just need to visit them. We don't need to live in them. We don't need to stay in them all day and all night, because if you are allowing that, that is going to be the energy that you feed, and that's not the energy that we want. We want to acknowledge it. We want to do that work. But they say that, emotions actually only last 90 seconds. Isn't that interesting? So anything else is us continuing to feed that emotion through our thoughts and our thinking. So really give some thought to that, and how can I feel what I need to feel, express it, and then move forward and put my energy into something more positive. And that more positive is extreme self-care. Okay, this is you taking better care of yourself, really paying attention to what do I need, what do I need, what do I need every single day, and doing those things that you know that you need, that you know are best for you, that you know are going to really help you for the long term. Now the next cards that we have here are the gifts that you can expect through this month. The Six of Water is my healing card. Healing from the past, letting go, moving forward, no longer feeling stuck emotionally to the past, held back emotionally to the past. It's like you choose to move forward. You choose to see things from a different perspective. You choose to swim toward the light. And that's what this is, and I feel like on the other side of this work really is that. And then we also have justice, right? Suddenly things start to feel more fair again, or maybe there is a circumstance that happens that is actually you feeling like, wow, that, the universe really delivered that in a fair way. Maybe you even have a court situation. This can be the conclusion of a court situation that justice was served, but this really is about justice being served. This is also about making sure that you do the right thing. And so asking yourself, what is the right thing to me? And making sure that you're honoring that, making sure that you're making your choices not from an emotional place, but from a place of what your values are, and what you know in your heart and in your soul is the right thing to do. That's where you want to make your decisions from. And then here we see you moving forward with the Chariot card. This might actually be a move, or this is a moving forward. This is a shift. This is a change. This is moving into something more positive. So you do the work, you get your thoughts right, you allow yourself to acknowledge your emotions and clear some of those, and then you move forward. This is really beautiful. And the last card that we have here is the Look Up card. This is one of my favorite cards that I created here in this deck, because this is one of my favorite things to do, is to take time, to spend time looking at the sky. And that might seem like such a simple thing, but there is such a healing process that comes from watching the sunset, from watching the stars, from watching the moon, from just laying out in the grass and looking up at the sky and the clouds, from just spending a moment to have a conversation with God or to your higher power, just spending that time connecting. And this is also about watching for signs from above, watching for signs from your guides, from your angels, from the universe, that you are supported, that you are loved, that you are being taken care of, and that you never ever have to do this alone, and that you're always supported through this entire journey. So sometimes I just invite that in, and I just ask to feel that love that comes from God and from the angels, and I invite that feeling in. And sometimes when I ask for that, I am just like absolutely washed over with this beautiful love and this beautiful energy. So you can invite that in. You can invite in their help. You can invite in their guidance and their signs, but also spend some time looking up So those are your messages for the month of September. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button below. And if you want to learn more about me or about Clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.